Hey, Tony here, Random Ventures 2.0. What are we doing? Well, we started our trip across America, and I was coming down the road and I saw this national cemetery and I decided to pull in. Well, I'm going to step out here and then talk to you a little bit more, but here we go. All right, so I was coming up the road and, I wasn't quite sure how to start our journey across America, but then, like we've prayed, that the Lord would lead, and I was passing Fort Indiantown Gap, and there was a sign that said, National Cemetery, and I was so prompted to pull over. When you think about America, we wouldn't have an America if it wasn't for the sacrifices of our men and women of the armed forces. What a fitting start to our journey. Oftentimes we take so much for granted. I myself have taken so much for granted. But our young men and women have answered the call so that we might experience the freedoms that we have every day. They've given their lives for us. They've shed blood for us. There's national cemeteries all over the United States. I met John, the director here at the cemetery, and I told him about what we were doing, and they were gracious enough to allow me to come and to visit and to start my journey here at this national cemetery. Well, not my journey, but our journey as we travel across America. There's still young men and women fighting today and giving their lives for us. In fact, I'm only at this one because this one's empty today. There's going to be a service later on today, but they're having funeral services for those that have served in the past and now come to rest here in our cemeteries all over the United States. So I think this is a great opening for our journey. I'm ready. Are you ready? So I don't know what we're going to do, what we're going to come across, but we're going to trust that it's all going to work out. So we're in Pennsylvania. We better get down the road. So, hey, if you haven't hit that notification bell, what are you waiting for? It's time to go. All right, here we go. Alrighty. Okay, so wasn't that awesome? They're actually building or remodeling the memorial that's here on the property, and like John said, it's too bad it wasn't finished. And if you noticed, there was a flag missing, Jonathan. So my son Jonathan is in the Space Force, and I mentioned it to the director, John, and he said, oh, we're still waiting on a flag for that. In fact, they've got to install a pole over there so that the new Space Force can have their flag. All right, so let's get down the road. Alrighty, so we have traveled down Route 81 already in our travels. Remember, we went down and picked up the car carrier that Lou brought up to us that was donated by Dennis. So we've seen a lot of this road already, but here's a quick look at it. As we get on down the road, we're going to go through Maryland and then West Virginia for just a short minute, and then we're going to be in Virginia. All right. So I've got my camp hat on. This is the hat that I've had forever. And a lot of you guys that follow along know that this is my camp hat. But since we're on day one of our epic journey, I thought I would go ahead and put camp hat on for the voyage journey, and yeah, so I've got it on, and we're gonna keep heading down 81. And what do you wait? Hold on. What do you want? I forgot to tell you guys. I've got stop knocking. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you guys, I've got Studio Tony, who's now Chef Tony, coming along on the journey. So he's got his bed up there, and he's riding in the carrier because that was the agreement. He was gonna be up in the carrier because I said I don't got enough room. And I'll show you how we set up the car because it's all finalized. Since I've gotten back from upstate New York, picking up everything from Anonymous, we've got the car all done. So yeah, I'll get to a rest area. I'm gonna have to give them water every once in a while. So it's gonna be a while. Just relax. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go, but hey, we'll see, right? All right, let's keep getting down the road. I gotta find a rest area. I hope he doesn't go to the bathroom up there. Just hold it. All right, we got a rest area coming up. Hey, 2.0 chef guy, hold it for one more mile. Oh, half a mile. All right, so we're gonna hit this rest area. We just entered Virginia, so that was only a 10-mile stretch through Maryland. But one of the things that I noticed on driving down here, I mean, when we came down a couple weeks ago, there was no cherry tree blossoms blooming, but I actually thought it was snow. We had snow this morning when I woke up. It was 3 inches of snow, but we are good down here. But look at these cherry tree blossoms blooming. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh man, that's hard to believe. I was in snow. Emma had a 2-hour delay at school, but yeah, the other day there was someone walking a dog right there. Oh, there's another puppy out using the bathroom. All right, so I got to get 2.0 guy out of the carrier and let him use this bathroom. Oh man, I got to get these locks undone and hold it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and get him out of here, and I'll tell you what, I'll bring it back on in a minute. That's going to be a pain. Now that he's done, I'm going to go use it. I'm going to go over here and check out these cherry blossoms. Wow, unbelievable. Like I said, I was just down here the other day and they weren't like this. Man, look at this tree. This is a sign that spring is coming, at least to this part. Oh beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. We got some more driving to do. We better get in the car. All right, so let's get back on the road. But I did want to explain something, because if this is your first time watching, so there's 10 videos before this one, and video number 5, if you go back and watch that, you'll find out when I tell Studio Tony, which is me, so that I'm leaving on this trip in a couple weeks and I'm going to be gone. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that one, and it's number 5, and you'll understand why he's up there and I'm down here. All right, so yes, let's get back on the road. Alrighty. Ready? So we are in Virginia. So I am going to stop here because there's a welcome center. I'm going to go in and check it out. Alrighty, here we are. All right, we are back, and so I went into the visitor center or the welcome center, and there was music playing, so I couldn't really video in there, but just a lot of brochures and stuff like that. And I asked them if they sold any stickers. They actually said they're not allowed to sell stickers or any merchandise on Route 81. They said any welcome center on 81, at least in Virginia, they're not allowed to sell it. I said, oh, I was hoping to get a sticker. He said, well, we can give you a sticker. So here's the sticker. All right. And they gave us this sticker. Isn't that awesome? So now we got one more for up on our cargo thing. All righty. So got to save that. Once we get into warmer weather, we're going to put all the stickers on. Definitely. All right, so let's get going. Oh, I didn't even tell you where we're going yet. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. All right, I got to get back on the road. Look at that mountain straight ahead. Oh, man. That is a big mountain. So that's one of the mountains in Virginia. So we're in the Shenandoah Valley. So there's mountains all around us now. There's mountains to the right of us and mountains to the left of us and mountains straight ahead. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, we're not too far away from Front Royal, where we went down Skyline Drive and all the way down, and then we slept at that Cracker Barrel. So yeah, you would have just seen that one a couple weeks ago, but now we've already been to New York, Vermont, and then we're headed down south. So where are we going? I said I'd tell you. So I think we're pretty close to where we're going to be going, and it's up here on the right hand side. We've got 9 more miles till we get off of this exit, which is Strasburg. Now, if you remember in episode 7, I got off and went to a Shell gas station and met Greg, and I said I'd be coming back. Well, we're coming back. All right, so we're gonna spend the night on his property, and then I'm gonna talk to him about hey, his store, and just get to know him a little better. And you know, they've got a great property there, and it's set. Well, I don't want to give it away. You'll see some of that tomorrow. All right. So we got to get there first. Okay, this is our exit, and I saw these when I was leaving the other week, and look at those 3 crosses and 2 American flags. Now this is Restoration Church in Actually, it's Restoration Fellowship Church in Strasbourg. Boy, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, the 3 crosses up there. It looks like they got a Freedom Memorial Park off to the one side. We're going to see if we can drive over there. Or at least get close. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. So that's what you see when you're coming down 81. Man, that is beautiful. Ah, how awesome is that? Wow. So we're not too far away, so I'm going to get turned around here and head on back. But yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I had to get out. I saw a sign over here, and so we invite you to leave a prayer in our prayer box. We here at Restoration Fellowship Church will pray for your requests. They got a slot for prayer cards, a drawer, prayer requests, and then also Bibles. Let's get a better look at these 3 crosses. So it looks like they've got lights at the base, so it's all lit up at night. I bet you that is a sight to see coming down 81. So there's the center cross. Oh, look at that. What an awesome, awesome sight. Man, that's going to make a great picture. So yeah, there's all the lights at the base of it, and then they've got a nice little pavilion right here. Man, that is cool. And then we've got a water tank there that says Strasbourg on it. And then right over here is the Restoration Fellowship Church. All right. And there's the Subaru. All right. We got to name it. We got to come up with a name for the Subaru. All right. I'm going to get going.
You will arrive at your destination on the right in 1,000 feet.
Okay, right down here is where we're staying tonight. It's gonna look a little familiar because we were here the other day. Yep. All right.
You have reached your destination on the right.
Alrighty, so I was pulled up in here to the van life parking only right there, and I was planning on just starting to get set up, and then Greg, who we met the other day, now this is his market. This is the New Star Market. So I was sitting there and he knocked on the window and said, hey, let me open this gate, move the truck, and let you pull in back here because you can have this space all to yourself. Isn't that awesome? Now we're gonna meet for a little bit because tomorrow he's got some places we're gonna go take a look at. All right, here we go. All right, my meeting with Greg is all done. We had a great time catching up from the last time, and I got to learn a lot more about him. And man, I have got a new good friend. I tell you, what a blessing. So we're gonna meet tomorrow, and like I said, he's got some stuff planned for us. All right, so I'm going to climb in the vehicle for a little while, and I'll bring you back on in a bit. Okay, so we are in for the night. So you can see I've got that light right there that Jesse had given us and sent to us. I've got the fairy lights on. I've got our bed right there. That's where we're going to sleep. But what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to have some tortilla shells and some cheese. I've got Cooper Sharp cheese. I've got almonds. And then what am I going to eat? Well, it wouldn't be an epic first day trip without a Louisiana crunch cake. Yep, picked up a couple of these for our trip. So, gonna have our first meal with a Louisiana crunch cake because they are good. And I just want to show you something real quick. So this right here is a drop down table. So I've got the seat moved up all the way up. And so I just pushed that number 2 button on the seat adjustment. That's our sleeping mode. But this is a gift. So when I went up to upstate New York, this is from Anonymous. So Anonymous had given me this table for the back of the seat. Isn't that cool? So it folds up when it travels. It folds up and stuff, and it just is up against that. I'll show more of it to you. Show you more of that later on. So right over here, instead of my top quilt, he also gave us this Thermarest poncho. And it's when you open up the poncho, you can actually use it as a top quilt. That is going to be warmer than our top quilt that we have, but we also got the top quilt if we need it. So I got to get my pillow blowed up after we're done eating. And all right, so I'll bring it back in a bit. Alrighty, I've eaten couple tortillas with cheese, and I've eaten my almonds. I've got apples back in the refrigerator as well. But I do want to say that Alpha ESS, so that's the battery bank. When I did that 3-day trip down to pick up the car carrier, it was struggling, and I had to replace my battery. So I talked about that on Sunday Night Live. It turns out that my car battery it failed, so they replaced it for free because it was under warranty still. So, but since I've gotten the new battery in, that battery bank, it's at 100%. I just checked it a little while ago when I turned on, because I've got a cable that runs all the way to the front where I can plug all this stuff in, recharge my battery bank for the phone, do all that stuff. So I've got electric up here too. But hey, I'm going to eat this Louisiana crunch cake, but I'm going to do that after I say goodbye. So we're going to go ahead and close out this video. All right. And I tell you what, this is an amazing first day. So day 1, I want to invite you to go to day 2, and that'll be coming out. I'm going to start putting out videos every Monday and every Thursday. And then we might do some in between too, but I know definitely on Mondays and Thursdays. So at 5 p.m. So grab the popcorn and get ready, because here we go, right? So, all right. Well, let me close this out. Score that music. All right, good deal. So remember, it's just one adventure at a time. Get out, have an adventure yourself. Or come along with me as we travel across America. All right, so we're going to be doing stealth camping and, well, all kinds of stuff. But tonight we're sleeping in the car at the New Star Market, and we're going to get up tomorrow morning and have an awesome day with Greg and check out his market, and then we're going to maybe see a sunset tomorrow night. He's got a few plans, but hey, we will see you on the next random adventure. Tony 2.0 out. All right, see ya. Good night.